everybody, this is going to be kind of a short video. I just wanted to show you what I got my nephew for his baptism. I think it's a really good idea in case you have a baptism coming up and you don't know what to buy. It's something I did for my kids, so I think people will actually really appreciate it. So here it is. It's a keepsake baptism box that I got off Etsy. I'll just take the lid off and show you what the lid looks like. So this is what it looks like. It has the baby's name on it. My nephew's name is Robert Jr. We call him RJ. And then this is the date of the baptism. I sized up on my nephew's box because the box that I got my kids doesn't fit everything. So I definitely recommend sizing up. And I did get a couple of things to put in here, but I don't recommend buying a ton of things to put in the box because, like I said, you get a lot of things during the baptism that you get sent home with. So you're going to want to, the parents are going to want to put that stuff in the box. But this is the first thing I got. This is a crucifix. If you go on Etsy, they have a lot of baby crucifixes and things like that for a really low price, so that's nice. And I did not get this blessed by a priest, but it would be a really good idea to get this blessed by a priest. If you don't know how to do that, this is what I do. I don't know if this is the official way to do it, but this is what I've always done, and I've never had a priest get mad at me, and I've had a lot of priests in my day. But what I do is I just go up to the priest at the end of Mass. At the end of Mass, while you're walking out, the priest is standing at the door and handing out bulletins, and you just tell the priest, hey, I bought this. Do you mind blessing it? And they'll do a quick blessing. Maybe it's a good idea to not try to be the first person out the door and have a huge line of people standing behind you. Maybe wait until you're at the end pretty much so that there's not people behind you waiting to get out of church. But the blessing doesn't take long at all. It takes 2 seconds, and the priest doesn't have to grab anything. They just stand right there and do the blessing. Another thing you could do if you're not in Mass and waiting for the end, you could call the parish office and they would probably tell you what to do. This is another thing that I got my nephew. So if you're Italian, you know what this is. This is a pin, but this is like a good luck charm for if you're Italian. And then a cross and a miraculous medal and the baby's initials. So I mainly got this because of the Italian good luck charm. I know I don't look Italian, but I'm 25% Italian, and I grew up super Italian. My mom is half Italian, and my grandma is full-blooded, and my great-grandma is the real Italian in the family. And she lived until she was 94. I was 24 when she passed away. And so I know I don't look Italian, but I feel Italian. And I bought this for my nephew because my nephew has more Italian blood in him because my brother-in-law is half Italian. So he got our family some more Italian blood in the mix. But this is a frame for the certificate that you get at the end of the baptism. And you're going to need to dig that out a couple times throughout your Catholic career. So you want to keep it safe. You want to know where it is. It's not one of those things that you're going to want to dig out. So it's a good thing. I, however, am probably going to take my kids' baptism certificates out of the frame because their boxes are too small and the frame doesn't fit. So this is what it looks like at the end, but every baptism certificate is a little bit different, and who knows, maybe you live somewhere totally different than me and your baptism certificate doesn't look anything like this. But I had to cut this one down by a little tiny bit to fit in here because I measured my son's baptism certificate when I was buying the frames. I bought them both at the same time. I framed them both at the same time because I didn't get around to it right away. But yeah, I was thinking they'd both be the same, but they're not. So just a little disclaimer there. But I'm going to show you what my daughter's looks like, just as an example of what it will look like at the end, and just give you an idea of what the parents are probably going to be putting in this. This is my daughter, so yeah, my daughter, I didn't put the date of my daughter's on here for some reason, but that would have been a good idea. This is a candle that you get during the baptism. You get it back when they light it. And then this was just a little gift that my daughter got. I'm pretty sure my mom bought her this, and I just put it in there instead of hanging it on her wall. It's a good thing to just keep. This is the bonnet that she wore during her baptism. I did not put her whole baptism outfit in the box because I have a boy outfit and a girl outfit, and I just plan to use those for all my kids for their baptism. So my daughter's is in a dress bag hanging up ready to go, but I thought at least we can put the bonnet in there. These are all the cards that she got from the day of her baptism, and this is something that you get when you get baptized too. The priest will put this over your baby, and it's stained up. We kept this on during her baptism party, I'm presuming, and it got stained up. But that's another thing you want to keep. My nieces are older. They're 9 and 8, and they got holy water at their baptism, but my kids did not, so I guess it's just dependent on the parish and the priest and things, because we did have a different priest at the time when my nieces got baptized. But that's another thing that if I did get, I would put in here. And then some ladies at the parish always make blankets for the babies when they get baptized, so that's a great thing to put in here. But I'm gonna totally save this too for confirmation and things like that. There's still plenty of room in here. And so what other things they get is I'll put in here, and it will just be on display. Now the other thing I would do that I did not do, I would put a ribbon around this, because as you can see, like it's pretty empty. Things fall forward, and then this ends up falling forward. And I don't want things to fall out of this, obviously, but I have this on display in my baby's rooms, and I just have this next to it, so you always know where this stuff is, because like I said, you're gonna have to dig this out. But you always know where it is. It's pretty safe in here, and you can always add things to it, because we have 7 sacraments in the Catholic religion, so anything special like that, you could always throw that in there. So that's why I think it's a really good idea if you want to do something special. But thanks for watching, and have a great day.